In other words, we're living through these higher chakras instead of survival chakras. Instead of, do I kill him or will he kill me? Am I more beautiful than her or will she take my boyfriend? Will I take that food or will they take? So when you stop thinking about the fascination of the sex and about the food and about safety, which is the primal things, there's no problem thinking about those things. Of course, I love good food and I love all good everything else. But if that becomes your every second thought that is consumed by that, that's what we are, right? Because we have the coronavirus, fear, 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 lower chakra. And then you have pornography and the exploitation of the human body. And you have that. So it's this obsession, right, on that side. And we have these two polarities. So it's fear. And because when you're very afraid, what do you want to do? You want to eat or you want to have sex to feel better, right? Because you need to I need to feel better because I'm so afraid. Right? And that's what we do. So people say that, you must go lose weight because you're overweight. And you do that through a diet. No. When you trust in life, I've done this with hundreds of clients. When I teach them to trust in life and say, I feel safe, the layer of fat between you and the world starts disappearing because your body doesn't need to feel safe. That's why you see these really big people, they're creating a barrier because they're afraid. It's like they got to walk around saying, don't hurt me. Right? But when you go into love and say, I'm safe through the subconscious mind, the layers disappear and you start trusting in life and you're like, come, I got you. I know life has got my back. And what happens? No more fat, right? Which is immaterial. Fat is beautiful. There's nothing wrong about fat. It's a protection layer in your body. This skinny six-pack wearing people, I'm not judging them, but that in the old days, people look at them and say, please get this woman some food, How long haven't you eaten for? You need some skin on your bones, right? If you looked at any paintings from the 1920s, these voluptuous creatures that were like, you could barely see their faces, right? That's what they were. And men used to go, oh my God. And what's happened? We've become like, the little, ribs. You can see their ribs from the back and everyone goes, that's how we should look. Give me a break. And then now guys are getting into this, walking around malnourished and they got no energy. I'm like, what's wrong? They're like, oh, I'm on a diet. Why? Because Instagram has said, that's how your six-pack's got to look because women want that. And the women are going, that looks revolting. I hope, unless the women are also going, sorry, I'm getting a bit off track here, but it's a bit of humor there as well. But for God's sake, just get on with the job, whatever it is. So Alan Watts says so beautifully, he says, sex is beautiful. You'll see two lions having sex and nobody would go, oh, that's disgusting, right? Because that's what they do, right? And you get two dogs having sex. But when two people do it, like, oh, that's a whole, but it's because we're having sex in our heads. There's nothing wrong if you go have sex. That's fine, but get it done and then let's get back to work, right? Because now we're obsessed over, oh, I wonder if I look like a Dempsey. Sorry, I'm getting carried away, but it's like, have your sex, eat your food, and get to bed. It's not something we need to spend that much time consumed about. Like it's an industry, how sexy we are, how tasty the food is. And there's nothing wrong with tasty food, but like my daughters are like, they spend 45 minutes KFC, because today is a junk food day. Actually, I couldn't call it junk food, I should say takeaway day. KFC or McDonald's, and they all look at me because they know how much I don't like it, Can we eat McDonald's? Sure. And they're like, really? I'm like, what, really? Because whatever it is, and as the Zen master famously said, when you eat. When you sleep. That's it. Like, get to bed and done. Let it go.